Now, Craig Prater and Patty Spidler with the real stories behind your favorite movies, filmmakers, and the creative arts. This is Real Life TV, presented by Heartland Film.
Good morning. How are you today?
We're back, Patty.
We're back, and we've got a lot to buzz about.
We do. It just, yeah. You're too fast. It just doesn't stop. So there's a great show today.
Oh, yes, we do. Lots of buzz about Queen Bees. I'll chat with the stars. That includes Ellen Burstyn, the lead, and the legendary.
It's fabulous.
And the streaming service features films made right here in Indiana. It's called Who Docs? I love that. Who Docs? We'll find out about that. It's really cool, too. Queen Bees is out right now.
Oh. Ellen, and you know what? Kudos to you for landing that, Patty. That is just awesome.
Well, thank you. I was very honored that they let me do this and they called me for this and that I answered and said, yes, I'd love to talk. Ellen Burstyn, been in films on stage for more than 6 decades. She's been in everything. And at 88 years old, she has the lead in Queen Bees. This is about kind of like Mean Girls with medical bracelets. Are you ready?
I'm ready for it.
And here's Ellen Burstyn.
Welcome to Pine Grove.
Welcome to Pine Grove.
Welcome to Pine Grove. Is somebody going to say that every 12 seconds?
If you ever need anything.
I'm only going to be here a month during the renovation.
Can I help you?
This table is by invitation only.
Are you serious?
She used to say serious as a heart attack, but then Marjorie killed over, so she don't say it anymore.
We call them the Queen Bees. Guess what the B stands for?
Saving seats, clicks. They're like Mean Girls, but with medical alert bracelets.
Ellen, how wonderful to see you again. We used to be able to meet in person, but this is wonderful as well. I so love Queen Bees, and for many reasons. Let's start off with just the basic. Why did you want to do this movie? Tell me why.
Oh, I was so excited to do a film where the 4 female leads were in their 70s.
Oh, yeah.
Writers don't write that too often. You don't get to see women, in the latter part of their life having such a good time. So
right.
I was thrilled to do it. And I hoped when I read it that I would actually like the script. And when I read it, I went, I love it. I'm doing it.
Now,
What is going on?
hey, we're the Queen Bees. We don't take crap from anyone.
You were in almost every single scene. That's a lot of pressure and responsibility. Not that you're any stranger to that after more than 6 decades on stage and on screen. But this was a lot of responsibility too. Did you feel any pressure?
Not really. I loved my work. I love what I do. And I was having a very good time doing it. So
Wonderful.
I don't think in terms of pressure, that's not helpful. If you start feeling negative things about yourself, it affects your work. So I just have a good time.
That's wonderful. I actually retired I have severe hearing loss, and I retired for about 5 years. And then they dragged me back in, very Godfather, right? They drag you back in, and I love it. So my new motto is, if you have the desire, why retire? So I agree completely with you.
That's good. I'm going to remember that. If you have the desire, why retire? I like that. Pursue happiness. It's there. You just have to want it and figure out what will attract it to you. Live in a state of love as best you can all the time.
And be kind.
And be kind, yes.
The world we're living in now, some days it gets overwhelming, but we have to, move forward. And as you said, do the best that we can. And look for love again. So, by the way, I loved your clothes. You look gorgeous in this movie.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, all the flowing was just great. Queen Bees, thank you so much. Ellen Burstyn, it's a pleasure to talk to you and see you again, even if it's by Zoom. Hope to see you in person soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Patty.
That was terrific with Ellen in that film. I can't wait to see it. So Manny, tell us about what your thoughts are.
The entire cast is game to give us a sweet, tender, and funny film about letting go and letting love in. It was also great to see James Caan on the big screen. I truly enjoyed this film. I'm giving Queen Bees 3 out of 4 not that old kisses.
Oh, Manny, I love hearing those 3 kisses. That sounds good. But what else is out there, Manny?
That's right. You know what? Well, there's a Broadway musical turned big screen event that everyone has been waiting for, a new Netflix series just in time for Pride Month. Here's my reviews of In the Heights and Feel Good.
Today's all we got, so we cannot stop. This is our block.
From Lin-Manuel Miranda, the creator of Hamilton, and directed by John M. Chu of Crazy Rich Asians, the Tony Award-winning musical In the Heights dazzles in telling the story of a community, Washington Heights.
We're made of music.
The film begins like a fairy tale, once upon a time in Nueva York, where Usnavi, wonderfully played by Anthony Ramos, serves as our storyteller. We get to meet the characters, each holding a dream, and every actor perfect for their roles.
Someone's big plan.
Miranda, who also appears here as the Piragua guy, selling Puerto Rican shaved ice desserts, is so good in telling stories with rhymes and music, while Chu creates a movie that is at once symphonic, heartfelt, and even funny. In the Heights is playing in theaters and on HBO Max, but I suggest you see this on the big screen. The staging is as huge as the characters' dreams, but shown with great care through intimate camera work. Passionate stories, memorable songs, In the Heights gets the perfect 4 out of 4 kisses. And on Netflix, celebrate Pride Month with Feel Good.
I mean, it's fine. It's rehab, you know?
Now on its second and final season, Feel Good is a bittersweet comedy about growing up, confronting your demons, and letting go.
We always knew where we wanted it to end up.
Doing most of confronting their demons is show creator, writer, and star Mae Martin. Loosely based on her life, Feel Good is about her adventures as a stand-up comic, meeting the love of her life, George, played by Charlotte Ritchie, and her life as a former drug addict, which makes her untrustworthy in the eyes of her mom, excellently played by Lisa Kudrow.
You know, she's a little selfish too.
But the show is not selfish in giving us the gamut of emotions. This one is dark but also sweet and hopeful. And at 12 episodes total for both seasons, Feel Good is an easy binge watch. It's a series that will pull you down at first but will leave you feeling good in the end.
Like your Zoom background looks amazing.
I'm a May George sandwich.
And for that, Feel Good also gets the perfect 4 out of 4 kisses. I'm Manny the Movie Guy for Real Life TV, presented by Heartland Film.
Manny, thank you. You've got me going to want to run to the theater just because of all your kisses today.
Thank you, Manny.
Thank you. Heartland Film is a partner in a brand new movie streaming venture, and the films all have Indiana connections. More on Who Docs coming up.
Yeah, I gotta go. It's movie night.
It's just the previews.
Rue's Holistic Pet Supplies in Muncie is proud to be the presenting sponsor for an amazing free event at the first annual Grateful Fest Fire Truck Pull and Fundraiser, Saturday, June 19th at the Delaware County Fairgrounds in Muncie. Bring your dog and take part in the Pet Parade. Check out the Classic Car Show. Money raised benefits the animals at Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary. Register now at gratefulfest.org for the Grateful Fest Fire Truck Pull and Fundraiser.
You're watching Real Life TV, presented by Heartland Film.
And now it's time for the Heartland Film Spotlight. Hoodocs is Indiana's first and only streaming service featuring Indiana-focused content. And Rocky Walls is the executive director of Hoodocs. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
What is Hoodocs and why do we need it? I think what you're doing is tremendous, so let's talk a little bit about that.
Sure. So Hoodocs is Hoosier Documentaries That Inspire. And we've got talented filmmakers and really incredible stories about Indiana, about people in Indiana, about places in Indiana being made all the time. A lot of people may not know we have really talented filmmakers in Indiana creating incredible stories, and we don't really know where to go to find it.
Right. So this will be the only, let's emphasize that again, the only streaming place that you can go to see all these documentaries.
So the only streaming service featuring, and this is important to us because it was really important that we stay in our lane and we pick a very specific niche, right? We wanted to be something special, and so everything on our platform will be documentaries. They're going to be real stories, authentic looks, and documentary means a lot of different things to different people. Some people may have a picture in their mind about documentary is always long, or it's always boring, or it's always historical, and documentary can mean a lot.
Okay, and while you're talking about that, I saw your trailer. I thought it was amazing, and I told you this. We've had our shots, we can do that. The lighting was so important. Sometimes when people do their own videos, the lighting isn't up to par. Not only was the subject matter, I thought, compelling on all these different things that you're seeing. Ooh, what a beard. But it's also, it's well put together. It's well assembled. There we go.
This is a trailer that features dozens of different clips from films. So this is a sampling of what we're talking about. We're talking about filmmakers from across Indiana. There are filmmakers from Indianapolis. There are filmmakers from the region up in northwestern Indiana. There are filmmakers from all over Bloomington. Who have created these pieces of content that you're seeing just little clips of right now. And so you're right, the quality is there. And oftentimes what happens, you have a filmmaker who usually is not given a bunch of money. Somebody doesn't come and say, hey, I'm gonna...
We're not all Steven Spielberg. You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, and so they're doing this out of the goodness of their own heart. Oftentimes they hear a story, they meet a person, and they think, we need to tell that story. People need to know about it. And they go through the process of making a film, which is not easy or cheap. As you've mentioned, it takes a lot of work and a lot of experience to make this kind of material.
Okay, someone's watching and they go, oh, Rocky, I wanna do this. What should they do?
They should go to watchhoodocs.com.
Okay.
Watchhoodocs.com, and they should explore the website. There's also, like I said, a streaming platform. It's like, I mean, I've heard people describe it as, it's like Netflix, but just for Indiana documentaries, right? And that's what it should feel like. You can go there and you can browse all the different films that are available, and you can subscribe.
Okay.
The best thing about this is that Hoodocs is not only the name of the platform, it's a nonprofit organization that's started. And so all the subscriptions that are paid for, the donations that we receive, end up going to fund both licensing fees to pay the actual filmmakers and then the promotion of this platform.
Okay, speaking of promotion, quickly, your connection to Heartland Film, I know you love them as well.
Absolutely. Heartland is one of our industry partners. So we've partnered with folks in the film industry, including Heartland and Indie Film Fest and the Can Cinema downtown. We're not trying to do this in a vacuum. It's wonderful.
All right, well, lights, camera, action, good job.
Thank you, Patty.
Thank you, Rocky, excellent.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Love that focus on Indiana filmmakers. That was terrific. Up next, the music is going to start playing again at Conner Prairie. Symphony on the Prairie is back, and our own Tom Alvarez chats with symphony conductor Jack Everly.
Notes from Hollywood. Profiles of people passionately pursuing professions in the entertainment industry. Say that 3 times fast. From the Heartland International Film Festival to the heart of Hollywood and even to places like Bangkok, Thailand. I'll see you on the red carpet at notesfromhollywood.com.
Rue's Holistic Pet Supplies in Muncie is proud to be the presenting sponsor for an amazing free event at the first annual Grateful Fest Fire Truck Pull and Fundraiser, Saturday, June 19th at the Delaware County Fairgrounds in Muncie. Bring your dog and take part in the Pet Parade. Check out the Classic Car Show. Money raised benefits the animals at Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary. Register now at gratefulfest.org for the Grateful Fest Fire Truck Pull and Fundraiser. Rue's Holistic Pet Supplies in Muncie is proud to be the presenting sponsor for an amazing free event at the first annual Grateful Fest Fire Truck Pull and Fundraiser, Saturday, June 19th at the Delaware County Fairgrounds in Muncie. Bring your dog and take part in the Pet Parade. Check out the Classic Car Show. Money raised benefits the animals at Grateful Rescue and Sanctuary. Register now at gratefulfest.org for the Grateful Fest Fire Truck Pull and Fundraiser.
A widely respected North American leader in symphonic pops, Jack Everly is principal pops conductor of the Indianapolis Symphony Orchestra, as well as other noted symphony pops orchestras around the country. Everly also conducts the National Symphony Orchestra in PBS televised Memorial Day and 4th of July concerts held on the National Mall in Washington, D.C. Recently, I spoke with Maestro Everly about returning to in-person ISO Pops and this summer's Symphony on the Prairie concerts. Hi, Jack. It's great to see you.
Hi, Tom. Nice to be here.
Even if it is on Zoom. Are you sick of Zoom calls after all this time?
There are a few words I never wish to hear again. Virtual, Zoom, unprecedented times. Yeah, there are a few of them. It was the whole experience of driving downtown, parking the cars, and I was amazed at how many people were downtown around the circle. The wonderful horse-drawn carriages were there with their little LED lights all over. All looked like Cinderella, of course, the carriage. And just people everywhere. And that's so exciting to see. It's very heartwarming. And also to go into the Hilbert Circle Theater also felt, oh my goodness, this feels just so close to normal, I can't tell you. And it's not a minute too soon because we all need normalcy these days. The audience went ballistic when the concertmaster came out and they knew the concert was going to begin. So it was wonderful.
And how about the musicians themselves? I saw a couple of postings on social media from some of your musicians who posted pictures of the first rehearsal, and everybody came back and they were just very excited. So
very, very excited.
Yeah.
Of course, we're all thrilled to get back together and do what we do best, making music.
Of course, people are very excited about Conner Prairie coming back, so tell us about that.
Well, it's going to be a wonderful mashup of just about everything. The orchestra, yes, absolutely, and I think one of the things I'm doing is a group called Revolution, which is this multimedia tribute to the Beatles, and it's just incredible. And they are incredible. And of course, we also present different musical acts with the orchestra and without the orchestra throughout the summer. So we're very excited about that.
For those who've never experienced Symphony on the Prairie, describe what it is.
It's this bucolic setting that is just acres and acres and acres of farmland and if you will, vintage cabins, log cabins, and it's quite historical. To one side, as you're watching the orchestra on this platform with the tent covering, there's a hot air balloon and just goes up and down all night long, and it's just kind of amazing to look over there and see this beautiful hot air balloon. So you can go up and see for miles and miles all around the area up there, and then we have the video screens for the ISO, and really a phenomenal sound system to hear this magnificent orchestra. and being on the grass, picnicking with your family, it's just really special.
Well, this has just been delightful talking to you. I can't wait to see you in present. I can't wait to see you in the theater, and I can't wait to hear the orchestra. That will bring joy to my ears. So thank you so much for taking this time to chat with me, and it's always a delight.
You're very welcome, Tom. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, I gotta go. It's movie night.
It's just the previews.
Through this pandemic, we've realized not only that musicians and fans have suffered, just the kind of the lifeblood of arts and culture has suffered in Indianapolis. So we thought it's more important than ever to create some kind of artistic programming. And we came up with the idea of doing commissioning 3 groups of musicians, 3 bands to write original works about Indianapolis or about these uncertain times.
Patty Spitler is here from Real Life TV, and we're talking arts and front and center with a new exhibit. Kisha Tandy is here to talk about that as well.
Oh.
Well, and I love that you get to focus on what's actually happening, because I think this is at the State Museum?
Yes. Indiana State Museum.
So what's the exhibit all about? Give me the rundown.
So the exhibit is Response, Images and Sounds of a Movement. It opens June 5th and closes September 6th. It features local artists, including Michi Shakur, Demetrius Green, Elijah Stephen, Elijah Norwood, Gentry Parker, Gary G, and there'll also be pieces from 2 businesses in Indianapolis.
Okay.
And these are local artists?
Local artists. And what? Oh, they're beautiful State Museum.
Oh, wow.
What precipitated this? This happened during the unrest recently. Talk about that a little bit.
So the exhibit is an artistic response to the events that took place in the summer of 2020.
Right.
This is what the artists produced and were able to help to tell why they produced these materials and to share their frustrations, their hopes, and their goals from producing their artwork.
Yeah.
Well, because some of these pieces are very positive. You know,
Yes.
it's a sunflower rising as the
Yes.
sun over Indianapolis skyline, as opposed to some of a more violent image that people
Right.
might have when they think about what happened over the summer, because there was quite a bit of violence.
Yes, so the piece that you're referring to is Take a Stand, and that was created by Elijah Stephen and Gentry Parker. And their piece is an interactive piece, and they will encourage people to take a picture with it. There's a silhouette of a person that you can stand in place, and so you are engaged in the piece, and then you are standing in solidarity for the hopes for what they dreamed for that piece.
Gosh, the classic art museum scene is changing, right?
What's wonderful about art too is it helps for the artist. Okay, they're expressing themselves, and for those of us who can't paint and can't do that, we can enjoy it and help ourselves by watching it, by seeing it, by going, oh, now I get it. So maybe also educating us as well. So it works all the way around.
Well, and it's at the History Museum because it's now part of history, but it's also part of our future. And
Yes.
things have changed irrevocably because of what happened in 2020, both pandemic and the unrest across the country. And I think that's something that the artists are underlining as well.
Yes, and you'll be able to hear and see video of the artists discussing their why they created the pieces and then their hopes for the pieces.
Okay.
That's always my favorite part.
Oh,
because I don't always understand them.
What does that mean? There's also a discussion coming up?
Yes, on Saturday, June 26th from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. at the Indiana State Museum in the Grand Hall. There will be a free discussion featuring artists as well as Denicia Monet, who was part of the project Murals for Racial Justice, and she was the project director, and she will moderate the discussion.
Somebody you can trust with the last name of Monet, right? Talking about art. That's amazing. Patty, what a find. This is great. Kisha, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you for coming,
Thank you.
Keisha. She goes from a kitten with a whip, to a queen bee. And Margaret, she's a legend.
high school.
It's worse. High school, we graduate. Here, we die.
Ah, come on, be one of us. We are the cool ones.
I've never thought of myself as cool.
You're not. With us, you will be. Give me the purse.
What purse?
My purse.
Now, why don't you take your wrinkly back inside?
We're the Queen Bees. We don't take crap from anyone.
Queen Bees is out now. First off, thank you so much for all the pleasure that you've given us through the years. And thank you for still giving us more information and smiles. I love the fact that you don't stop. You keep going. Now, why did you decide you wanted to do Queen Bees?
I just think, I don't think there's any movie like it out now. When you reach a certain age, that doesn't mean you have to stop. You just keep on going. And if there's something you want to learn, hey, do it.
What advice would you give? You've been through so much in your life. Oh, by the way, I looked up something. Your nickname is Slugger, so I know you've been through a lot. Am I right?
You are so right. My friends, you know, she's down. I've had so many accidents. I didn't mean to, but so many, but I would always get up. And so they call me Slugger.
Keep moving forward. So what advice do you give to all of us? Because if we're lucky, we do get older. Tell us the Ann-Margret secret.
Keep getting up. Keep getting up and keep doing what you love doing.
Ann-Margret, you're just terrific. You've given us so much over the years. I'm honored to talk to you again.
Thank you.
And hopefully next time we can do it in person. Queen Bees is fun. It makes you think. And yes, you're right. We need a movie like this right now. Excellent, excellent.
Darn tootin'.
Queen Bees out right now. It's rated PG-13. You will enjoy it.
Oh, I know we're going to love it, and I can't wait, Patty.
And maybe you can't wait for our next show. It's coming up with Angela Brown. That name, you may know it, and also you'll know that she is an incredible, internationally known opera singer from Indianapolis. She shared some time with me at her house, and oh yes, she might happen to have a little dog too named Jazz. She'll chime in as well. So we'll look for you next time on
Real Life TV, presented by Heartland Film.
Presented by Heartland Film. Take care. We'll see you next time.